Sent Doughty for the hardest game with British and Commonwealth Super-Bantamweight Champion Tysie Gallagher. Good to see you today.
Good to see you, thank you.
So, the first thing I'd like to talk to you about, the last time I saw you prominent on social media was when you were rather gutted to learn about 24 hours notice or thereabouts that Ebonie Jones, the fight had fallen through for the second time due to her failure to make weight. She wasn't going to make weight. You pick that story up for me?
Yeah. So obviously supposed to fight Ebonie on the 23rd of May, and we had a face-off on the day, and then obviously went back to the hotel in Doncaster to go make weight and wait for the weigh-in the next day, and that evening we get a phone call saying Ebonie's not going to make weight, and then the fight's off basically. So that was that.
You were quite vocal saying, I just think it's incredibly unprofessional for a fighter not to do that at any time, title fight or not.
Yeah, I think it's disgraceful. It's like it's the bare minimum as a boxer to do, to make weight, especially after having 6 months to prepare for it. It's not on at all. There's no excuse for it, and I think it's terrible, and I think it's terrible that nothing comes from it either. Like
a penalty of some sort. Yeah,
a penalty, a fine, or nothing. It just gets forgotten about the next day, and it's like, I just think it's wrong.
What do you think is behind that? Because sometimes, to be honest with you, back in the day, I don't remember fighters failing to make weight so routinely as they do now. Sometimes now you feel they deliberately fail to make weight because they know the fight will be saved and they'll just pay a fine if they're at the level where they can afford a big fine, like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. But I do see more and more fighters failing to make weight in this era when we know more about nutrition and training supposedly than ever than I did previously. What do you think it was responsible in her case, or would you not even like to hazard a guess?
It's just either didn't have a nutritionist or didn't stick to a plan that was made. I could see obviously in the build up to the fight, like everyone around me was saying, "Oh, like, are you sure Ebonie's going to make weight?" And every time I seen her at press conferences,
she looked big. Yeah,
she looked big. Like, I know what I was weighing at every stage that I seen her, and I knew what we should be weighing, and I knew she was always over, and she was always going to struggle to make the weight. But I just trusted that she's an athlete and she's a professional boxer, and she's about to fight for a British title, Commonwealth title. She's going to make weight, but I just trusted it, and maybe I shouldn't have.
And you told me off camera you haven't really heard from her since. I was wondering whether it would be rescheduled, because I know the fight fell through on a previous occasion too, but you say that the whole thing's dead in the water now as far as you're aware. Yeah,
it's dead in the water. I don't think I won't ever give Ebonie the chance to fight for the belts whilst I've got them either. But also, I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard from her. I don't think anybody has. So, who knows? But that fight's definitely that's just done now.
I don't want to dwell on Ebonie Jones for too much longer, but I will mention, I believe you girls fought in the amateurs back in 2017.
Yeah. She beat me in the semi-finals of the ABA, the senior elites. Close fight. There was not much in it. I was looking forward to putting that right, but it is what it is now.
You just finished a workout here at almost the secret location in Hertfordshire, shall we call it, the Pug Farm Gym. Are you just ticking over without waiting for a date, waiting for the phone to ring or some news of a fight date? Yeah,
literally just waiting for a phone call now. I'm just staying ready, sharp. I've been training, probably had a week off after that the fight was supposed to happen, and then I'm just here training every day, just ticking over, ready for whatever's coming. I'm just hoping to get a phone call. Hopefully Izzy comes through with something soon, and I can get back out there ASAP.
You're a full-time professional boxer?
I am a full-time professional boxer. I also help organisation called Boxing Saves Lives. Help kids at schools and stuff like that go in and do boxing sessions and assemblies and mentoring and stuff like that. So a bit of both, but mainly just boxing, yeah.
Did boxing work as a positive interventionist culture for you? What was your youth like? Was it nice and straight and narrow, or could it have been a bit wayward if it wasn't for boxing? Yeah, I don't even know where I would be if it weren't for boxing. It definitely saved me. You could have gone the wrong way? Well, I wouldn't say that, but it just mentally it saved me. Like, I was very much
a crazy, hyperactive kid, teenager, probably easily swayed into doing with other people. And boxing kept me on the straight and narrow 100%, and just kept me disciplined, focused, and forgot about any of distractions that there could have been.
It's often been said that boxers, prize fighters, are not 100% normal anyway. Not to say that the boxers are mad or not right in the head, but they are different to your whatever the average person is. I mean, that's a cliche, I know, but people say that boxers are made of different stuff. Do you believe that? Yeah,
100%. To come and do this every day and do this for a living is, it's not normal. It's not. You've got to be a certain way to, but I don't really know any boxer who's not mad, to be fair.
Yeah, there is definitely a different makeup about fighters or whatever level they happen to have performed at. I would be guessing that your sights would ultimately be set on Ellie Scotney, without having spoken to you before about that, because she's the ring champion and the unified champion in your weight division, super bantamweight. Is that a rivalry that you're very much focused on in your mind?
She's definitely in my mind. Like, I would love to fight. She's got the belts. She's got 3 of the belts. So I would love to fight Ellie and be in them big fights. Yeah. Not just her though. Like, I want to fight any of the world champions, and the girls at the top would be the fights ideally that I want next, 100%. And to share a ring with Ellie would be really good, wicked fight. And that's what I've been training for the last few years. Like, I want to be mixing in with all of them.
Do you two know each other well?
Yeah, I know Ellie. We boxed each other in the amateurs when we was about 15 maybe, I think. And we were good friends. Like, Ellie's a nice girl, but now it's like getting to that stage where we probably can fight each other, and we both probably know that. And but
so you distance yourself a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely have distanced ourselves a little bit, but overall, like, Ellie, I've got nothing but good things to say about Ellie. She's a great fighter, good person, and that fight would be. We've spoke about that fight, me and Tony, and I'd love that. I would love it. Yeah.
It reminds me, when you talk about ill feeling or not ill feeling and mutual respect, one of my first awareness of you was actually a picture where you were kind of butting heads like stags with Tori Ellis Willits, and I thought, what it struck me is there's this cute little blonde girl, and she's getting in someone's face and almost like sort of half headbutting her future opponent. And it struck me as I thought, I don't normally see that with the girls. With the guys, it's absolutely handbags at 10 paces, standard promotion. Some people like it, some people think it looks homoerotic and silly. But I hadn't really seen the ladies do that until I saw you. Now, what was that about? Was that just promotional face, or was that genuine needle?
That's the first time I've done something like that. So, no, I feel like obviously on the weigh-in day, emotions are quite heightened anyway.
Irritable anyway.
When she put her hands in my face, like, I didn't like it. And but it was funny because once I'd done it, I wasn't wound up anymore. I was laughing about it afterwards. Like, it didn't really affect me. But I thought, I need to let you know, don't put your hands in my face, kind of thing. But it weren't like staged or nothing like that. I did feel like that in that moment, but I don't know where it come from, to be fair. I was hungry.
I think that's the thing, innit? When you're weighing in, fighters are not at their best. I remember Joe Calzaghe going berserk once at his dad Enzo because he always used to get straight off the scales and he'd drink this electrolytes and something, whatever it was, his special potion. And his dad spilt it and he went absolutely berserk because that's the way it is, right? Because you're hungry and you're irritable. Yeah. I guess that's the way you should be.
Yeah, you're hungry, you're thirsty, you're about to fight this person in front of you. It's a weird feeling of emotions that day, but as soon as that happened, I was fine. I didn't lose no sleep over it. I found it really funny, and I was surprised myself, to be fair.
I believe you're a mother as well.
I am.
Just the one child, or?
Yeah, I've got a daughter, 7 years old. Yeah.
What does she think about all this?
She loves it. To be fair, she does love it. She loves seeing me now on like YouTube, telling all of her friends to YouTube me and stuff like that. She loves it. She loves the belts. She loves me boxing, but obviously she doesn't. There's parts of it she don't like, that I'm away a lot or like training all the time or stuff like that. But apart from that, yeah, she loves it. It's just normal to her, though, to be fair. So
She's grown up knowing that mummy is a boxer.
that's all it's ever been, yeah. So
It feels like the female game has been well and truly accepted at this point. Obviously, I remember when it first encroached on the scene. I even remember Jane Couch, the trailblazer, and I remember the diehards. I remember the attitudes of people about birds boxing, as it were. But it does feel now that if you haven't attained complete equality, you're near as damn it, where male fans and female fans alike really look forward to female fights regardless. I remember Caressa Shields, Savannah Marshall felt like a breakthrough insofar as I knew so many diehard boxing fans who just wanted to see the fight.
Yeah.
And they'd forgotten about the gender division at that point. So are you young enough, are you part enough of that generation that came in the good years where there wasn't really a prejudice against you?
No, actually, no. When I started boxing, there was about 4 boxing gyms in where I live in Luton, and only one of them let me in. Well, 2 of them did. One didn't want me to fight because I was a female, and the others I couldn't even go and train because I was a female. So I was part of that, being the only girl in the gym or going sparring, and they were like, no girls can spar and stuff like that. But
you still had the prejudice against you.
Yeah, definitely. When I was young. But it's gotten so much better with time, and now you go into amateur gyms and there's handfuls of girls in the gyms, which I love to see. But also, like, I think people are realising, like, men or women, you're either a good fighter or you're not. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl. There's some terrible men fighters and there's some amazing men fighters. The same with the girls. Like, either you're a good fighter or you're not.
Thank you. I mean, that was always. I've been obsessed with boxing since I was 10 years old, which is, you probably guess, it was quite a long time ago. And my first exposure to female boxing was at Gleason's gym in 2002, 2003, when I was training and boxing out there, and I saw girls who won Golden Gloves and stuff. And I saw females, amateur and pro, who could really fight. And at that point, I pretty much made the immediate decision: a good fighter is a good fighter, regardless of anything else. Do you have a boxing hero or heroine?
It's always been Katie Taylor for me. Yeah, always, since I went to watch the 2012 Olympics, and then from then I was only about 13 then as well, so only a few years into boxing, and I've always just been big on Katie Taylor, massive.
Do you fancy her to beat Serrano again?
I hope so. Yeah. I hope so. I don't want to see her go out like losing, but anything can happen. Look at the last 2 fights. Literally anything can happen. But I've got faith in Katie.
And if I asked you for a prediction on Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk rematch, I'm pretty sure what you're going to say, speaking from this very camp.
Daniel Dubois is going to do the business. He is. He's looking like an absolute animal. So I'm looking forward to it.
One more where you're going to be a neutral, I imagine. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford.
I am on the fence, but watching them go head to head last week, I did think, I'm going for Canelo.
You heard it here first. Tysie Gallagher, pleasure to speak to you. Wish you all the best in the future. I hope you get the fight date soon, and the pleasure was mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
And yourself.